Alright guys, I have gotten in a lot of parts for the 302 for Foxy, for my 93 Fox body. Gotten in a lot of parts. Last video I got the cam bearings in, all this and that. We finna go ahead and throw the crank back in this thing. I got some ultra stick engine assembly lube. We're gonna lube up these new bearings. We're gonna go ahead and throw the crank back in. We're gonna put the main caps on. We're gonna torque these down. And we're gonna start on putting the piston rings in and start trying to get this block back together, man, because I'm ready to get this engine in that car along with a T5. So let's get back to work. All right, man, coming in right here, man. Y'all see I giving y'all this first person view right here, man. I'm just lubing up these new bearings. Y'all see you bought them black gloves on. Yeah, man, I'm giving y'all this first person view shot. Y'all see me, brand new bearings. I think I put some racing bearings in this thing, man, because I'm finna be turning some RPMs in a minute, buddy. So yeah, man, I made sure I got some of the best bearings I could get my hands on right here, man. So y'all see me working. All right, man, so right here we getting the crank out of the box. This is not an aftermarket crank. This is just the OG crank, man. We getting this thing out of the box. Getting ready to throw it back in that. Y'all see that gold? Gold all in my chain. Gold all in my ring. Y'all see it. But yeah, getting ready to throw that thing in there. Look pretty good. So no other work was needed. Set it down in there. Rotating that bad boy. I don't know what I was doing. I might have been trying to get that oil on there. But yeah, man, so we're going to get that in there. We're going to put some more oil on the main bearings. And yeah, we're finna get the main caps and we're finna throw them on. Alright, man, y'all see me right here. I got my little red mechanic rag. We cleaning up the just the cap itself. Just a little wipe off any old oil. We just getting that off there, any dirt might have got on. We just getting that off. Nothing too crazy, nothing too major. We're gonna grab the bearing right here. This is a new bearing that I got. And we're gonna sit that bad boy in now. A lot of this stuff, man, just for anybody who ain't never built the engine, man, a lot of this stuff could be labeled or have numbers on it. And I realized that the main caps had numbers on them. Yeah, man, that was a lot of stuff, you know, that pretty much let you know how stuff go back. So just pay attention to that stuff, man. And this is me throwing in, I think that was number 3, I think. But that was me throwing that back in. Grabbing another one, finna clean that one up, and pay attention to the bearings. One of the bearings, I can't remember which number it was, but one of those bearings was really big, so I had to replace it with the other big bearing. All right, so this might have been something that was all right. We're gonna keep it moving right here. As you can see, I got some of this ARP. I forgot what this stuff is, but you put it on boats and stuff like that, and it you know, you torque it down over that instead of using Loctite. They said use this on main caps and stuff like that instead of using Loctite. So something else I bought, I can't remember what the name of it is, but yeah. Alright, so we coming back in. We got this stuff and we're applying it onto the main cap bolts. These are just reused main cap bolts. I just put it on the threads and it's supposed to help. And you know, I just read forums. I just be buying stuff, man. I just take advice. People be like, hey, do this. I just be doing it. But yeah, man, so we putting that on all the main cap bolts. And I mean, long story short, I mean, that's it for that part. All right, man, coming back in. Here we go. Right here, I'm just tightening up these main cap bolts. And putting, I think it was 70 foot-pounds of torque is what I seen on Google. Was the torque specs I put on them bad boys, and I torqued them down, and yeah, got them torqued down. Hopefully this engine holds up, because we gonna be spraying some nitrogen to it. So I wanted to make sure I did everything I could to try to make sure this thing was gonna hold itself together. Y'all know what I forgot to say? I know we pretty late in the video, but I know a lot of people catch this in the beginning, but I'm gonna just go ahead and say God is everything. Without God, I'm nothing. But yeah, man, we back. We still working on the gold block. We gonna keep it moving to the next thing that I did. All right, so this is in no order at all. This is just a part that I got in. oil pan that I got in for Ford Mustang, because the engine that I got, it came out of a Ford Explorer, so I had to get another oil pan for a Fox body Mustang. So got this bad boy off eBay, and I just wanted to see that oil pan sitting on the block. I didn't put the gasket on it or nothing, but I just wanted to see what I was working with. All right, man. So we coming back in with the piston rings. So we getting ready to put the oil ring, the second ring, and the first ring in there on these pistons. Y'all see I cleaned them up the best I could with the chemicals I used in the previous video. You have to go back to the previous video to see what I did. I just put them in the bucket for 20-30 minutes and then just kind of scraped them and cleaned them up the best I could. But yeah, man, we finna get them piston rings on that bad boy. All in rings and everything. We go, finna get them on, and we gonna try to get these things in the block. So y'all hanging out with me. All right, man. Here we go with the rod bearings. I also got some real high performance rod bearings. I think the rod bearings was probably what I got the best. Like, these are just straight racing bearings. They got a little hole in them, you know what I'm saying, to get some oil, to keep oil on the crank. Yeah, these were really expensive. I spent a lot of money on bearings. I don't know why I went so crazy for just a stock block, but that's just me. I started overthinking stuff. I said, hey, I'm gonna beat on this motor pretty hard. So the last thing I want to happen is a bearing to fail, or bearing not to be oiling something correctly and it caused that part to fail. So spent some money on bearings. Let's hope it was worth it. Let's hope that helps this engine stay alive longer, because y'all know I gotta bring y'all the content. But yeah, so we're gonna get the new bearings in, and y'all hold tight. We're gonna talk about what I'm gonna do next. All right, man. So y'all already know I put a little oil on that bearing. Well, I didn't show it, but yeah. So yeah, this is the wrong piston going in the wrong hole right here. But this what I was telling you. I didn't realize there were numbers on the rods. This was like, I think this was like piston number 5 or something. This is just me trying to rub a little bit of oil or something around, make sure no dirt and dusting in there. Yeah, y'all, they act like y'all didn't just see me pick that rag up out the floor and use it to do that. Y'all act like y'all didn't see that. But the rag was clean. Just so y'all know, it was clean. I'm gonna put a little oil on my finger right here. Yeah, hey, don't y'all take this in no way, but I know what I was doing when I did that. But anyway, we gonna put that little oil around them cylinders, man. We gonna get it in there. Y'all see that? Yeah, I should have put some sexy music behind that right there, boy. Look at me. Yeah, y'all see it. But anyway, we gonna get this piston in there. Y'all see the little dot on the little dot goes to the front of the motor. So we're gonna get that bad boy knocked in there. I'm gonna let y'all watch that happen. We're gonna get it lined up. This is my first time doing this, just for y'all that, you know what I'm saying, that might be like, you doing it wrong. Tried to push it in. It went in pretty good, but it didn't go all the way in. I've seen people take the bottom with a hammer and then just pop them in there. So I did that. Let's see, did it work? That's what I'm trying to see. Trying to get down here, see, did it go in there? I don't know. This is my first time. Also, my cousin told me to make sure I don't hit the crank when I push it in. So I think I was trying to make sure the crank was in a position to not get hit. Still checking, and I don't know what happened. So apparently it didn't go. We finna try to hit it again. I don't know if it went. Did it go? That one might be stuck. So I'm gonna check back in. All right, man. Showing y'all that, I don't know if y'all can see that or not, but that says 6, and that piston down there actually says 1. I don't know if y'all can see that. And this one says 5. So now I got to figure out which way that stuff go back in there, man. So we'll see. I'm gonna try to put it back together, and once I get this thing completely assembled, I'm gonna bring y'all back in. All right, man, so checking back in. I got some on my face. All right, man, so check it back in. I'm gonna show y'all what we got. I'm gonna get y'all a nice first person view, but we getting ready to now take this and this little Scotch-Brite, and we're gonna clean the base up to where the oil pan goes on. The oil pan ain't going back on yet because I still got to get a pickup tube. Got everything else. I just need a pickup tube, and we'll be putting that back on, oil pan will be going on, and the bottom end will be 100% complete. But let me give y'all a better shot. All right, man, so here we go, checking back in. I started off with a green Scotch-Brite on this thing, and that joker kept pulling that rag. Yeah, y'all gonna see here in a minute, he gonna snatch the whole rag off. There you go right there. Snatch the whole rag out the way. I'm gonna blow this engine out real good, but yeah, I didn't want anything extra to go in there, which it shouldn't be much coming off, probably just, you know, whatever. I just wanted some nice surfaces so I ain't gotta worry about no leaks. But yeah, picking my rag up, shaking my little dirt off of it. Don't y'all say nothing about that. But yeah, shaking my dirt off, we finna cover it back up, and we're gonna keep going with this green, try to get the whole surface looking good, looking new. And I'm gonna change up Scotch-Brite here in a minute, because this one wasn't working that good, so y'all hang in there. Alright, so right here, man, I went to the red. As y'all can see, it is cleaning up this thing way faster. It's looking way better, working quickly when I went to the red. So trying to see where my surface is made at, but we're gonna get over here where the oil pump goes. We're gonna clean all that up, have that looking good, cause we don't want no leaks, we don't need no issues, we don't need no mishaps, cause this joker gonna be I'm gonna be whooping on this engine. I'm gonna be honest with y'all, this engine gonna get a nice whooping. So that's why I had to rebuild it. I wasn't gonna rebuild it, but I said let me go in here and do this thing up if I'm gonna whoop on this thing like that. But yeah, that came out real good, and y'all see we finna clean up the front surface here in a minute, so y'all hanging out. All right, man, so I don't remember exactly where the water pump and all that, the whole cover, I don't remember all where it made it up at, but any surface that I felt like it was gonna touch, I just went ahead and cleaned it up. As y'all can see, I know my hand might get in the way a little bit, but hey man, let me get y'all attention for a second. Y'all see that clean El Camino over there? That joker looking good over there. But anyway, this video ain't about that. But yeah, we getting this surface cleaned up. I'm gonna have to go grab something to scrape the rest of this gasket off. So let me I'm gonna skip to that part when I go grab that little tool to scrape that off. Alright man, so I was supposed to buy razor blades months ago, but luckily I had this little paint scraper or whatever this is, little scraper tool, as y'all can see, just scraping off any excess gasket that was up there. I probably could have eventually got it off, but that little Scotch-Brite thing wouldn't really get it, so I had to put some manual labor to work. And yeah, we're gonna get that cleaned up. We're gonna buy that next. That's gonna be one of the next couple things I buy. That, the water pump, all that stuff like that. We're gonna go ahead and throw the cam in this motor in the next video, and all the push rods, and not push rods, but I still got to get the head kit and all that stuff like that. But yeah, man, we getting this surface cleaned up so we can slide the cam in it, put the cover back on it, and yeah, man, get this motor ready to rock. All right, guys, checking back in. Here we go. Bottom end is complete. Bottom end is complete. Putting this on, putting an oil pan on it just to keep any extra dust and stuff out. Got the oil pump. I just don't have the pickup, the right pickup tube at least. Cleaned up the surfaces, that surface, and the surface for the cover in the front. Cleaned that up, got all that cleaned up. Do gotta order that cover, a new one. Still need the water pump, head gaskets, and the heads are sent to the side. I gotta get the surfaces, the springs and different stuff for the heads. All right, man, a few more parts needed for this engine. I do still need a T5, like I said. Y'all hit that like button. Make sure you watch the ads. Do everything for me, man. Help me get here. Hey, trying to do this full time. When I do, y'all gonna get more stuff. So 302, cam 302 is real close to being done, man. Appreciate y'all for tuning in for another one. Gone.